All right, whew, rational expressions. Let's do this. So rational expressions, we've got division. That's what we've got here. And this is saying 3 divided by 15, which both reduces to 1 and a 5. This means I have 2 x's on the bottom and 1 on the top, so those can cancel each other. So that x stays down there, and there's none left on top. Very, very similar in this case. We can reduce those. 13 becomes a 1, and then that becomes a 2. And then let's see, I have 2 x's on the top and 1 on the bottom, so 1 cancels, so 1x stays up there. And I have 6 more y's on the top than I did on the bottom, and so I would have y to the 6th on the numerator. All right, C. I need to square it first, so this is going to be what, 25, because that's 5 times 5 times itself, then x squared, y squared. So the 25's cancel, which just become 1 and 1. I have 1 more x on the bottom than I do on the top, and I have 2 more y's on the top than I do on the bottom. This here I've got to factor first. So let's see, 21 can come out of that. That's left with x plus 1, and 7 can come out of that. I'm also left with x plus 1, so I factored out a common factor. And now I just reduce that and that, which gives me 21 over 7, which is 3 as our final answer. So this utilizes the first few from the back side of this worksheet, and that is you first have to factor out an x, so x minus 8. You then have to take out a common factor of a 2. So now those guys go away, and you get x over 2. Here, I need to factor this, x and x. There's no other option. And 3 times 3 gives you 9, and 3 plus 3 gives you 6. So, the bottom one is x times x. You have no option. 3 times 3 plus and minus. So this would be negative 9, positive x squared, negative 3, positive 3. Those cancel out. So that will give you this term here. And I've got what, x plus 3 and an x plus 3. So x plus 3 over x minus 3 is my final answer. All right, we are just gushing through these here. So here, as long as the thing is on the top and the bottom, they can cancel, and the whole thing can go away, so that's beautiful. And then here the 5 can cancel out with a 45 becoming a 9. So I have a 9 on top left and an x on the bottom left. Here, division, hopefully you remember, means multiply by the reciprocal. So I'm going to flip it so that I don't have to do too many things in my head. And I'm actually going to do a dot so I don't have x's everywhere. So top and bottom. Top and bottom. One of those goes away with one of those. And then one more of those goes away with one of those. So the only thing I have left on the top is an x, and I don't even have anything on the bottom, so that's it. Same spiel here. We're going to flip this. It's already factored for you. You're welcome. And so let's see. Top, just kidding. Oh yeah, and bottom. Top and bottom. This is x squared on the top, and when I put those two together, that's x squared on the bottom, so I'm just going to go bam, 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 bam. So all I have left is x plus 5. All right, this one isn't factored like I did for you here, so you need to do that. So we have x and x. There's no other options for that. And I need something that multiplies to get 12 and combines to get 1. So 4 and 3, but I need it to be a negative 1, so negative 4 and positive 3. So top and bottom. Top and one of the bottoms. So x plus 3 is left over, and x is left over. All right, so I'm factoring here. We have no options. X and x. Multiply to get 8, combine to get 6. 2 and 4, both being positive. X and x. Multiply to get 3, combines to get 4. 3 and 1. Now, I need the 3 and the 1 to add to get a negative, and the 3 and the 1 to multiply to get a positive. So that'll do it. And then I am switching those. That's on top, that's on bottom. So, top and bottom, top and bottom, top left over, bottom left over. Here's our last one. difference of two squares, x plus 4, x minus 4. So it is square root of that, and then the square root of that. Again, 4 times negative 4 has to give me negative 16, and x times x has to give me an x squared. So I also need to factor this one. X and x have no other options. 6 and 4 will multiply to get 24 and combine to get the 10. And for the 12, what do we have? 4 and 3, but I need a negative 1. So that would be negative 12 when I multiply, and when I combine my innies and my outies, I've got negative 4 and a plus 3. Okay, so let's see. I have 1, 2 of those. Did you catch that? And then this one and this one. And then I have this dude left over on the top and this dude left over on the bottom. You're welcome.